Hey, welcome back. This is a game where I was playing a player that was rated just under 1700, and he came out against the London pretty aggressive. I had to come out of it a little bit, but eh, let's look. All right, so I played d4. He plays the French defense, a Horowitz defense rather, and I bring out, of course, I bring the bishop out, then I bring out the knight to f3. He's immediately attacking the center. I play the move e3. He takes, I take the knight, and I pin his pawn on the king side. Well, excuse me, on the queen side, bringing the bishop out to b7. And then I want to develop a knight. He wants to pin it. I block his bishop off. See, he's not really going after the bishop. He's attacking the knights. So it's throwing me off a little bit. So I want to castle queen side. And plays the move a6 to kick the bishop. I bring the bishop back. And then I play pawn move a3 to kind of limit his play on the back side because he wants to open up the a file. I see that. So he develops the queen. I immediately move the knight to give myself a forking opportunity because the dark square bishop is still in play. And so I do that, and then I come here, face off the bishop. I take, he loses his rook. He loses his light square bishop. And now I fork his knight and his bishop. And I take his, I intentionally take, I know that he wants to do something with the queen on the back side here. So I snatched his knight up because he's been kind of protective of the knights. So, and this was that unorthodox play that I was telling you guys. And you never know when unorthodox moves are going to come into play because, you know, I still like my chances here. I've got queen. I've got the rook. I still, well, I know he has down one knight. But who knows? But we'll see. So he takes, and he does what I wanted him to do. I wanted him to take with the pawn, and it actually shocked me by him being such an advanced player. So I go ahead and snap his bishop off. He brings the queen down, and I have an escape route. He only has one rook, so he doesn't want to trade rooks. And plus he's got an open king. I can't believe it. So now I push the pawn up the file, up the H file, like you're supposed to. And he faces me off. I go down check. He tries to run. Checkmate right there. He can't. The queen is on the correct diagonal. The pawn comes up. I was moving the pawn. Now imagine if I didn't move that pawn up, because I know based on how his pieces were set up that he had no counterplay unless he kept attacking on this side and putting a lot of pressure there. So once he lost his rook and I was up two rooks and my rooks were centralized, this all goes back, this all relates back to the very first video I ever published. The opening principles. Those rooks have to be connected. I don't know how many games you can see or watch and pay attention to that just imagine if those rooks were not connected. This guy's got checkmate and a very short, well, some trading off can be done, but the king can no longer run. The king can go nowhere. He can, that knight is preventing the king, my king, from moving to the optimal square for escape. So I had to push the pawn in order to get checkmate. So this was not like just a dominant victory. No, this was just me obeying the opening principles and just noticing what my opponent wanted to do and being able to come up with the correct passive counterplay so that when everything unfolded, I was able to get checkmate. And that was a nice win because this guy's actually rated many points above myself. So as always, thanks for watching. Leave a comment, hit subscribe, help me push the channel, and I'll see you next time.